Okay. There we go. Got a little update on redshifted light. Redshifted light is a big part in cosmology because light from distant galaxies is redshifted, and they take that to mean that the universe is expanding. But is an alternate explanation, which I was thinking of yesterday, and the thing is that we are in a gravitational well. The Milky Way is a gravitational well. We're inside of a gravitational well. The only thing is that there's other galaxies that are more massive than ours. Of course, not the closer galaxies are going to be like a mix of redshifted, not redshifted, or whatever, or even blue shifted sometimes. Because depending on the size of the galaxy, if the gravitational well is smaller than ours, it's going to be blue shifted. If it's bigger than ours, then it's going to be red shifted. Because light coming out of a galaxy is red shifted, light coming into our galaxy is blue shifted. So it's going to equalize itself out. If the galaxies are of equal size, it's going to equalize itself out. The problem with the distant galaxies is that they're extremely distant and they're extremely massive. Not only are they extremely distant, extremely massive, the light that we're seeing is more than likely mostly from the center of the mass of the galaxy, which is extremely massive, and it's going to be extremely redshifted coming our way. So when we see it, it's going to be redshifted, right? That's one possible explanation. It's a very likely explanation, especially if the light that we're seeing is from the main part of the galaxy, which would be extremely massive or gravitational in a gravitational well. Then when it reaches us, it's going to be slightly blue shifted, but since our galaxy is so much smaller and we're not in such a massive gravitational well, it's still going to be red shifted. So that's one possible explanation. It's a very likely explanation for the reason why distant starlight is redshifted. So, it's explained. I mean, it's actually a fact, what I'm saying, because, light coming out is redshifted, light coming in is blue shifted. Now, if the origin of the light is from deep inside a gravitational well that's greater than our gravitational well, it's going to be extremely redshifted because it's not going to be blue shifted back to its original wavelength, right? Okay, that's it. And the other thing I found out recently was that light coming from a black hole, the reason why we can't see it is because of how distant it is, and the light, if there's any light in a black hole, which there probably is redshifted out of our ability to detect. That's why we can't see it, not even with a James Webb, because of how far it is. So the most distant galaxies are actually closer to us than anything inside of our Sagittarius A Milky Way black hole. So that's another thing to think about. So that's about it again. I guess I just wanted to make the update on what I've been thinking. So it's a good explanation, really. It makes a lot of sense. So God bless. Everybody take care.